that's every
intros.
top of the hour of every.
I think that because they had a new intro each time.
Like
each hour.
remember WWE had the Raw Zone. Yeah,
that's why the Nitro Girls would come out too.
Okay, all right, so
Okay, you know what it is. Week 1, Game 2, Broncos versus the Ravens. Let's go. Said I would move it up by 1 today to have a little bit more of a challenge. Teams. Random weather. There you go.
Somebody got a fucking solo segment here. Okay, she was going crazy. I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet. The commentators are just commentating. I said, what the hell's going on here? Why are the commentators commentating during Nitro Girl segments? I don't know. Whatever.
They're just gonna put over it. They're going to Florida. And,
You had all this time, Siren. All this time to want to go out.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
This guy is so good.
I mean, this is hilarious. Steiner comes out and he points at a sign on the ground, which is his logo, which is, of course, Superman logo. Which one? Your logo.
Which one? The M also. That's good for Steiner.
Yes.
We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Denver Broncos.
Well, from a city that normally gets only about 20 inches of snow a year, they're getting a pretty good wallop right now as we're at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up.
And away we go.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And from their own end zone, it's a fake, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield, maybe. But a big bump way down here, you want analysis? Ridiculous.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Bridgewater. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
We'll start with the option. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they're talking about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there.
Important to do, especially early in the game. Touchdown, Broncos! Bridgewater on target to Jerry Judy. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now it's Jackson.
Bullshit.
Incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. To throw again on second down. Bridge under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And McManus able to put it through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline or from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Damn it.
They're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. That ball caught.
It's the first down.
The Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they
Shit!
And down he goes. Baron Browning, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack on first down, Jackson. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson now.
No.
That's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
He's like, I thought he was going to take it off on the apron. He's still wearing it on the apron. And they have a big stick.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was, and making sure they didn't get there. That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Really?
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Mike Purcell with the tackle.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 17 yards out.
Fucking finally.
A bit closer. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Kick it away following the touchdown. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Well, we talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. His throw incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Gordon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead. After is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
By the way, I forgot to mention, the game yesterday technically didn't finish, so I had to do the last 6 seconds.
Then the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness.
I don't know why that was the case, but yeah, before I did the simulations of the other games in round 2 here, I finished the last 3 seconds because oh, I did a pass play? I thought it was a run play. Oh well.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
First down, don't care.
That's the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half.
For the 3 viewers who joined, welcome. This is the Front Row Football League, a 32-team round-robin tournament featuring every single team in the NFL. But I'm not trying to get a copyright strike, so I'm calling it the Front Row Football League. Because my name is Mikey from the Front Row, and I'm playing every single game that I do. So I simulate every game before going live. By the way, I did forget to do that. I did forget to read out the results, so let me quick pause right here. The Cardinals beat the Saints 43-21. The Giants beat the Patriots 31-24. The Browns beat the Dolphins 45-10. The Bengals beat the Jets 17-10. The Seahawks beat the Bills 31-27. The Titans beat the Commanders in this game known as the Washington Football Team still, because this is Madden NFL 22. So the Titans beat the Commanders 31-24. The Bears beat the Falcons, I believe in overtime, 37-31. The Chiefs beat the Steelers 45-12. The Texans beat the Packers 17-10. The Cowboys beat the Buccaneers 32-19. The Chargers beat the Raiders 31-28. 49ers beat the Jaguars 28-17. The Rams beat the Eagles 21-14. The Vikings beat the Lions 38-14. And the Colts beat the Panthers 31-23. And right now you are watching me playing as the Baltimore Ravens against the Denver Broncos. And as you can see, I'm losing. It is what it is, folks. It really is.
Because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Crap!
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fan. And all the way home.
God damn it.
Noah Fan.
The reason why I'm saying it is what it is, if I lose, put, I figure the Ravens can get a win in the rest of the simulated games. Let's see, did they win yesterday? I actually don't remember. Yeah, see, they won yesterday, so that is what I am saying.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down now, Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will be brought down by the Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
Where is my defense?
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And Deontay Spencer deep for the Broncos. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Teddy Bridgewater, the Broncos ready to go on offense. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Working with his 2nd and 4. Bridgewater now. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
1st down, Bridgewater. This is Gordon on the dump off. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily, you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Really?
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it
bastard.
Less of an obstacle.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And that will be
Bullshit.
down now to 13 seconds. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. To toward the sideline.
That should be in, that should be in, that should be in, that should be in, that should be in. Yes!
Says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there.
It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing.
Opposite back to 16. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And with time running down,
yeah, okay, fair.
So we come upon halftime. Okay. Well,
fuck you, coach. I'm not listening to you.
I can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to be
wow.
7 left.
I'm sorry, folks. I'm reacting to what I'm listening to. God damn, that's a great line.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, Bridgewater. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Patrick Queen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time.
Just making sure I heard that correctly.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll go again with Dobbins. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost
Oh, no, 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 no! Why are you slow?
Make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about
He literally went slow-mo. I shit you not. Watch this replay. Oh, God damn it.
Second half and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes, Mike.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touch. Melvin Gordon. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you? For the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
So there's a big-ass bingo sign on the wall behind him, and Jerry Lynn walks in and says, oh, so this really is a bingo.
There's a little sign under that as well. It says it's just.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they'll start this drive just across the 30.
Sorry, folks, my commentary partner decided to let one out.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
God.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews.
Bullshit.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist.
That should have been a first. That is bullshit.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync. It stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone,
and he is into the end zone.
Finally, yo.
J.K. Dobbins. The second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that is a situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a chance on 4th down? And boy, does it pay off handsomely.
And living with a lot of second guessing goes with the job. And most guys nowadays, they understand.
Gotta be kidding me.
Analytics, they have someone on staff that walks them through it and then talks in their ear on game day. So they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road. And making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Bridgewater's throw taken in by Sutton. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 59 yards. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the gun, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. Swings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You took the Super Bowl, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. I also know this, in Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Gordon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's how the show goes off the air.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Meanwhile, Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the
I saw it, and I'm going.
29-yard line.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they'll get this down to the 10. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
The Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They juked him. Well, there was a 42, making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Huh?
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. To the end zone, but it's
bullshit.
As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out.
Jackson.
What are you doing?
Broncos say they have it. They do.
No.
He's at the 50.
30, believable. How do you drop that?
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by one more. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Pass interference. It's got to be.
We have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Hallelujah.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath rag, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. That spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
Get the ball! Why are you dropping this?
Guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 2nd down at 4. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll fight about the 27-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
So, that ended up being awful. Bogged down. This show is so much. Oh my God! During the women's match, they didn't shut up. Yeah, it was just like, oh my God. At one point,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I think he was yelling at Lawler probably. He's like, watch the product.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We kick off the show. We have Rey Mysterio, who's a world's champion, and he's facing off against Rob Van Dam, who's going to get
All right.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel
Broncos get the win, 57-16.
Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
Thank you for joining us this week for Front Row Football League.
As an offensive coordinator,
Both games. We'll see you tomorrow for FRW Front Row Wrestling episode 152.